He's the one who mentioned it initially. Sorry, people. Scroll all the way down his timestamp. His time. Oh, James, man, you're tweeting bare stuff in it. Rather than just letting me find this on a quick thing. Here we go. Big up James, my guy James. As you lot can see here, Reiss Nelson is still mooling options for a move away from Arsenal. Several suitors in the Bundesliga, including top half teams from last season. Hertha Berlin have a long-lasting interest in the winger. Olympiacos also keen. Now, Olympiacos have been interested in him before. That could be a good option. Playing in Europe, you know, playing in Greece, you know, football's a way of life there. It would be a fantastic. I'm sure he could call Akpom and ask what it's like. That's a fantastic one. Obviously, I don't think he set the world alight in Germany, but he did all right, and he's got suitors. And Germany's been a good breeding ground for young players. I'm sure he can talk to his boy Jadon Sancho. He needs to consider and think long and hard. He needs to go to where he thinks he can grow, where he's going to play, where he has the manager's confidence. Minutes are currency, and Reiss Nelson's stock is falling. I want him to stay. I think there's a baller in this guy. I think he can be a decent player for us, but things happen. Maybe he needs to leave to remind people who he is. In an ideal world, he goes out on loan, reminds everybody, signs a new deal and comes back. In reality, it's not that. I remember a lot of noise was made when he actually committed his future first time round. And obviously the emergence of Saka, the re-emergence of Smith Rowe, it's led to concerns with Reiss Nelson as to why he hasn't kicked on. Is it injuries? Is it attitude? Is it the manager? What is it? It could be a mixture of all of them. I just think he's got a bit too comfortable, like everyone. And I just got gassed off being at Arsenal. But, you know, minutes are currency. He needs to leave because, again, when the manager's backs are against the wall, you see where he plays them. And like I've already said, Arteta has that Pep Guardiola thing I feel about him is that when he overgasses a player, he's not using you. He don't necessarily rate you like that. And ironically, we all thought Reiss Nelson would probably be the one to benefit the most under Arteta. He started against Chelsea and things. Sometimes it doesn't happen. Man, I just haven't hit their chances. Not everybody who's highly rated or from Haaland has to make it here. Certain men just need to be moved on. But apparently, according to CBSS, Nelson has plenty of suitors in the Bundesliga. And as you lot know, he's got interest in Greece. He's made 47 appearances for Arsenal. How many have been 90 minutes? How many have been in the leagues? How many of them have been starts? Minutes are currency. He scored 4 times and got 4 assists, people. When he was coming into his home in December, he got injured. I think things may have changed, man. And again, you know, he done his thing. Apparently, you know, he probably doesn't want to leave, but he needs to have the chance to play regular football, people. And who knows, he might stay because you remember this comment. With Reiss, I would like to give him more. He's a boy who trains really hard. He wants to do extra all the time, but it's really difficult at the moment with the players that we have to fit him. Again, if Arteta rated him, he would play, bro. Clearly he means Saka, Pepe, Martinelli, deservedly so, all playing ahead of you. He must think Willian's better than you. For some reason, he's not throwing you in there. He don't rate you. He can do all the chatting and chatting and chatting. He don't rate you. Minutes are currency. Managers' jobs are on the line. If the manager believed you could help him and get people off his back, he'd throw you in at the deep end. He hasn't. He hasn't looked to do that at all. He done it with Emil Smith Rowe, where he should have done earlier. He hasn't. Minutes are currency. Seize your future. Go out and remind Arsenal what you're on, how good of a player you are. Go out and remind Mikel Arteta how silly these decisions are. Letting Reiss Nelson go. Potentially, you know, doing what he's doing with Guendouzi. We don't know what the hell is going on with Saliba. Admittedly, I do think Arteta is a bit of a coward in terms of playing young players. Hopefully things change because he does a lot of talking. When times are tough, he's lent on the experience, man. And half of them want to leave. Willian, Xhaka, Bellerin, Leno. I'm missing someone else out. You know. All the guys, all the tough decisions, whether it's playing a Nelson, playing Pepe earlier, he hasn't lent on them. Saka is a bit of an exception to the rule, as is Tierney, because, you know, there are exceptions to it. And he's leaned on them. But again, he hasn't been as brave, as innovative and whatnot as we claim our slogans and all of them sort of things at this football club are. So we're going to have to leave that one. It looks like Nelson's gone. Again, I would probably loan him out because, again, you know, you loan him out, he gets his confidence, he scores some goals, you might be able to get more money. You're probably going to get a basement fee for him. But a decision needs to be made considering his contract hasn't got too much to run. And again, he's wasted a season. Like, there's no way around it. You wasted a season, really and truly, in my opinion anyways. So it is where it is in that regards. 451 of you locked in. As I said, people, please make sure you've hit the like button and you're at the next watch along.